They certainly have, Tess. This is the line just behind us here. They're going to start the distribution here at the Thomas location at about 7:30. The security guard tells me they often have people lining up at 5 a.m. So some people have been here for a few hours now. I just spoke to a spokesperson for St. Mary's who tells me at this location they're seeing about 15% more people than normal. At the Surprise location, it's 60% more than they were seeing last year. And boy, they have been busy since the COVID-19 pandemic. It has just not let up. Now, if you or someone you know relies on SNAP, maybe you have some questions that need to be answered. We do have some of those answers for you. If someone is enrolled in SNAP benefits and they have not spent all of their October EBT dollars, those benefits will roll over into November. Some states are telling recipients to use what's left wisely as the government shutdown continues. Now, SNAP recipients get an average of $187 a month on a prepaid card. The U.S. Department of Agriculture is responsible for administering the benefits, and it hasn't indicated whether SNAP funds will be paid retroactively once the government shutdown ends. However, social service experts believe those November benefits will be released once federal funding resumes. We're hearing this morning from the interim SNAP director at the Food Research and Action Center.
Majority are working 2 to 3 jobs. They're just not making enough money because inflation, food prices, shelter prices are so incredibly high. And when you have to put 82 and 90% of your income on shelter, it leaves very little. For context, most of these folks are making less than $1,100 a month.
Arizona is one of the states involved in a lawsuit over the suspension of the benefits. You may remember earlier this week, Governor Katie Hobbs announced she's using $1.8 million in unspent COVID-19 funds to help. Most will go to local food banks, but about $300,000 will be used for a new program called Food Bucks Now. And SNAP families can get about $30 to spend at certain farmers markets and also stores. Now, this is a live look again at the line at St. Mary's Food Bank. Again, this is the location on Thomas Road. There are a number throughout the valley, and we've been hearing from food banks across the valley who have already been super busy. If you would like to donate, if you need some help, we have those resources up right now on azfamily.com. Now, in terms of what's happening today before, that funding is not released tomorrow, November 1st, we know coming up at about 10:15, Phoenix Mayor Kate Gallego is going to be meeting with other local food bank leaders to kind of talk about what's next and talk about what the next couple weeks could look if that government shutdown continues and the funding is not released. For now, I'll send it back to you guys.